Me ducks, it's Simon here. Welcome back to the Hermit's Cave. I was just trying to find my lighter then for a minute. It's like Santa's grotto here. I've got wrapping paper, I have gift tags, sellotape, all sorts, Christmas cards. It's that time of year. Oh, now the candle won't light. There we go. Let's see how we get on with that. But yeah, how is everybody doing? I hope you're all having a great week. Don't know what's happening here. Try again. Okay, we're there, I think. Yeah, it's full on Christmas mode at work. Which is 2 weeks today, can you believe it? Anyway, I'm home, I'm in my comfies, I've made a coffee, lit candles, I've got incense going, and it's time to relax and take a look at a kit that has been sent to me. Again, I am so behind on things that have been sent. I don't think I've ever, in my whole history of having a channel, had so many decks arrive which seemed to be all at once, and I thought they were spaced out, but when I looked, this one in particular, they contacted me at the beginning of November to say would I be interested in reviewing this particular kit, and I said absolutely, because if you know me, you'll know how much I love the Etteilla system. Now this is the original Petit Etteilla, so I will try my best to kind of explain the differences. But firstly, just to say, from what I've read on the press release and things like that, when I agreed to review the deck, was that this is a brilliant set if you're curious about the very earliest forms of Cartomancy. It is by Caitlín Matthews and Rebecca Birrell, and the cards are small, that's why it's called Petite, but the book is translated for the first time into English, and I think the book is from something like 1774 or something like that, so that's really exciting. And again, that was something that piqued my interest. And what Caitlín Matthews has done has taken Etteilla's 18th century system and made it completely accessible with an annotated translation and a working pack of Petit Etteilla cards. So in short, I mean, it purports to be simple, direct and practical. So we will take a closer look. I think it's worth just pointing out as well, because it can be confusing. How is this deck, the Petit Etteilla deck, different to one of my all-time favourite decks, either the Book of Thot or the Grand Etteilla, which you'll see has these illustrations, as well as this is Marco Benedetti's deck, and I do have a new version of this coming. I just got the shipping information today, which is my Christmas present to myself. I love the Etteilla, really love it. And then one that was brought out by Vieux Monde, and also I think originally by Lo Scarabeo, I want to say, which was the Book of Thot, with these images on and these type of pips. So how they're different is the Petite Etteilla is the small, practical, everyday system, and it comes from the tradition of playing cartomancy. You'll probably see that on the design here, and focuses on clear, straightforward meanings. I mean, it kind of puts me in mind of Lenormand, Kipper, Sibylla, all that type of thing, and how they give clear, straightforward meanings and based on playing cards. But it's designed for real-world questions and quick readings, whereas the Grand Etteilla, which is also known as the Livre de Thot, and the later one that was done by one of Etteilla's students. And Etteilla is just Aliette backwards, which was his name. So those two decks in particular, the Grand Etteillas, were loaded with astrology, elements, symbolic correspondences, and was Etteilla's big occult project. So Petit Etteilla, practical and compact, and then Grand Etteilla, full esoteric tarot system. Both historic, but completely different in reading experiences. So hopefully I've made that clear and not made it even more complicated. So this says includes 33 card deck and guidebook, the original Petit Etteilla, a Cartomancy's Guide to Divination, a new translation of Etteilla's The Only True Way to Draw the Cards from 1773. Here's me saying, I think it was around 1774 and it's written right in front of me. But anyway, so Etteilla is the pseudonym of Jean-Baptiste Aliette. So he just took Aliette and reversed it as part of kind of like his magical circle. And the one thing that I love about the Etteilla is that it's the first deck of cards that was designed for esoteric purposes, such as divination. So he is known to divination devotees as the father of cartomancy. His 1770 manual, revised in 1773 under the title, I don't even know if I'm going to even try and pronounce that, was the first book on how to divine from playing cards, and it remains the basis for many cartomantic decks and tarots today. Now, for the first time, Etteilla's manual is available in English. The deck and guidebook gives readers a set of Petit Etteilla cards and a fully annotated translation of his text. You can see on the card, this is going to be great. This kind of reminds me of Marco Benedetti's, what was it called? I'm just grabbing it now. His Eliphas Levi deck, which had all the annotations over it. The book explores how Etteilla's deck and interpretive methods serve as the foundation for decks to follow, including the Lenormand, the Rider-Waite-Smith decks. Readers will learn each card's meaning, both upright and reversed, and the significance of each card's placement in a spread. In Etteilla's system, each card's meaning is associated words are printed on the card, allowing readers the freedom to use intuition instead of memorizing the meaning of each card. The result is an innovative system that offers a highly personalized method for readings. Readers will also learn how to make their own decks to further personalize their connection with Etteilla's method. This book offers 8 spreads devised by Etteilla and variations of each, along with commentary and case studies and practices to enrich your understanding. I mean, Caitlín Matthews, sorry, I slip up and say Caitlin, and it's not, it's Kathleen. It's the way it's, written. It's Caitlín Matthews, partner of John Matthews, who we all know and love. Both are incredible scholars. And she's the author of over 85 books, including a complete Oracle handbook. She has created several tarot and Oracle decks and is a member of the World Divination Association. And then Rebecca is an artist, designer, professional card reader and teacher of tarot and the intuitive arts. and she lives in Tasmania, and Kathleen lives in Oxford, England. So both at opposite sides of the world as well, and they've collaborated to give us this. It is beautiful. Who's it by? It's Destiny Books is the publisher of this. Oh, it's nice coffee. So we have the book. Let's take this out. Wow. Wow, look how chunky this is. How many pages? 336. There looks to be a lot of information in here. I just noticed something in one of the pages. Inner traditions. So, oh, it's a little survey to send back. We'll have a look at that in a minute. The cards look dinky compared to this to this book. So that's how they sit in this little tray here. Purple on the inside. Lovely, sturdy, gloss finish book. Let's bring the camera down. Okay, so just put the little cards to one side. They look lovely. And we'll just have a look at this book for a moment. It's got lots of kind of endorsements here. Ah, Marsha. Musings by Marsha. YouTube channel. How cool is that? So, just to give you an idea of what we get in the book, Etteilla and his Cartomancy, the art of Cartomancy, framing your questions, how to make your own Petit Etteilla cards. And then we've got the meanings of the deck, upright and reversed forenames, upright and reversed surnames, meeting cards. So everything here: suit of hearts, suit of spades, suit of clubs, reading and calculating, Etteilla spreads. So this looks really interesting. Practices that you can use. Question formation, daily practice. And I really do think that this set, even though we get the cards and we love our cards, I think it's about the book as well. Because this is a translation, and as I said, for the first time in like 250 years, a quarter of a millennia really, isn't it? So where we've got a translation of the book for the first time that was written by Etteilla. So again, we've got the preliminary lesson. Welcome to the original Petit Etteilla. Who he was. I mean, this is going to be really cool. Just looking at these little tables. I do love tables like this. I find it really useful. Great way to learn. It'd be great just to read about him as well in his life. And then the art of Cartomancy. Really, really useful. Let's have a look at some of the... So we go into the suits. So we've got card meanings. That was like his signature. Etteilla, upright Etteilla, or the questioner. And that's very similar in the other decks as well. The Etteilla cards is the questioner card. What it means when it's by the other cards. If it's reversed. So that's pretty cool. And I think if people are used to reading Lenormand, they won't be too fazed by this. I mean, this is going to take some study, but, you know, it purports to be quite simple and straightforward, so we will see. And then you've got a page for each of the cards as well. So the suit of hearts. So we've got the Queen of Hearts here. Examples of where they would appear, how they would read within a particular spread. I love that we get these directions as well, because again, when you're building your spread, you can see what they're next to and how they... I wonder if this has been re-released, because I seem to remember something very similar to this about 10 years or so ago, but I'll have to look at that. But a real chunky tome of a book. Let's have a look at these little cards. Pop the band there. So we just seem to be starting randomly here with the 7 of clubs, and it says at the top, money, hatred, illegitimate, unofficial. Again, then you've got different annotations around here, reversed, embarrassment, awkward. They're nice cards. They're not the thickest, they are quite thin. But as I said, I don't think this is about the cards really. It's more about the book, but the cards obviously help. House, home. I mean, when you think of that, so 10 of clubs, home, the future, greatness. And we have the courts here. So interesting, we don't have, because it's not going to be a 52 card deck, it's a 33 card deck. So we don't have ace through to 6, it's 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, we do have ace, comes after 10. So it's missing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we have the jack, the queen, and the king. And when it says, you know, you could make your own deck, you just need a bog standard playing card deck, don't you? And write your keywords on them. So that's the same for each of the sets. Oops. Yeah. And the same with diamonds. And then we have the Etteilla card. Again, as the querent, the significator card, if you like, that you would put in there. So when you get your spread. I do think quite a few people might get a little bit daunted by something like this. For me, as somebody who's tried many times to work with Lenormand, and it's never gelled with me, if I'm honest. And I've read numerous books. Is it Rana George? I read hers. I've read quite a few, and I've got about 15 sets of Lenormand cards, but it just doesn't click. I think I'm just a terrorist. But what intrigued me about this was obviously it's a deck in history. The book has been translated for the first time since 1773, and that intrigued me. I like to think that at some point in the future, when life is less hectic, I'll have time to sit down, read the book and absorb it. But from what I can pick up, you read the Petit Etteilla by keeping things clear, direct and practical. I mean, each card already carries an upright and reverse meaning, so you let the printed keywords lead the reading without overlaying symbolism. You draw the cards, you note the orientation, read their meanings in sequence, and then link them together to form a straightforward answer to your question. So I guess it's less about intuition and imagery and more about combining concise preset meanings into a clear and honest message is how I would approach it. Again, until I've read this book, but certainly that's how I understand Cartomancy, let's put it that way. And if this is the start, the birth of that, then I'm sure that as this set in stone and in motion further decks that came from it, such as Lenormand and the RWS, then that is what I would expect from the deck. But if you have this deck and you work with it, do let me know how you get on with it in the comments below. If it's the first time you're seeing it and it appeals, even if it's just to have something that's a part of history, let me know your thoughts. And I'm excited to share with you my Christmas present to myself, which is based on this deck. When it arrives, probably sometime next week, hopefully, because it is coming from overseas. And you can see here, look, Etteilla's also annotated on the card, on some of the cards anyway. But all right, thanks for watching, everyone, and until next time, go in peace. Namaste and blessed be.